Welcome to C-Fan Sports, the sports show that is dedicated to the Seattle sports fans. My name is Dave. This is Kevin. Welcome to Seattle Weekly. All right, Kevin, man, did we come out and ball out this last Sunday and take a whooping to the Detroit Lions. Kevin, what did you think of the game?
I thought it was actually really, really well. Russell did just phenomenal. 20 of 29, 236 yards, 4 TDs, passer rating of 133. Also had 6 rushes for 24 yards. Thought Rashad Penny, my player to click again, he had 25 carries for 170 yards, 6.8 average, 2 TDs. He also had 2 receptions for 15 yards. And I was informed by somebody I'm on the podcast with that he actually was the,
NFC Offensive Player of the Week. You know what, Kevin? You only get that information right here. I'm just kidding. It's been everywhere. But if you make sure that you hit that subscribe button, you'll continue to get breaking news like that right here at C-Fan Sports. Also, make sure that you turn on your notification bells. Give us thumbs up. Give us thumbs down if you gotta, and make sure you guys leave comments in the comment section down below because we love hearing what you guys have to say. So
I also think that, they fed the beast, man. DK, 6 receptions, 63 yards, and 3 TDs. He finally got the ball thrown to him this week. So,
boy, at first he was looking grumpy. After that first 3 and out, I tell you what, it looked like somebody had peed in his Cheerios, and he gets a couple touchdowns, and he was all smiles all the time. I was pretty happy to see DK's reaction after those. Kevin, was there anything that concerns you coming out of the Detroit game?
I still don't think we got enough pressure on the quarterback as much as we should have. Mm-hmm. I think our defensive line has to be able to get pressure in order to play football the way Seattle wants to play and Pete wants to play. If you cannot get pressure, quarterbacks will tear you apart. And I thought in the first half, he was going to win again. I was like, oh crap, here we go again. But, the defense turned it up in the second half and, we were able to get the ball back a couple times and make a run at it. But it all starts with the defense and getting pressure on the quarterback. And we just got to get constant pressure on the quarterback. We can't give him 5-6 seconds in the pocket. We need to hit him at 3 seconds, maybe 3.5, but we need to get to him and put pressure on him and make him squirmish.
Yeah, I was not very impressed with the amount of pressure that we did put on him. We got to him a few times, but not near as much as going up against a beleaguered Detroit Lions team. I mean, everybody likes how much we won by this week, but a caveat was in everybody's talking as well, but it was Detroit. And I can completely agree with that.
Well, and Detroit has a decent offensive line, though. I mean, for the most part, they're a pretty solid offensive line. So,
All right, Kevin. So you felt better about this week, if I can read through the tea leaves there.
Yeah, I thought some of the guys did outstanding. I mean, like we talked about Russell, Rashad, DK, Gerald Everett looked decent again. Some of the guys on defense played extremely well. I thought Johnson, I don't even know, he's a backup corner, because everybody was injured. I thought he played extremely well. Right. So, I thought overall it was a good game.
I thought our cornerback, 2 very impactful interceptions in that game from Ugo and DJ Reed.
Yep.
That was nice to see our cornerbacks actually know how to catch a football. So I was all over with that.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, let's put that game in a rearview mirror. This week's question we'd like you guys to comment on is coming up in the year 2022, and we're going to get into this more in depth in the offseason. What would you guys like to see us really target? A top line left tackle or a top line center? because both positions have been shaky at best for the Seattle Seahawks this season, and we are looking to upgrade both positions. But we want to know from you guys who you think is going to be able to come in and make better contributions on that offensive line. The center position needing to be upgraded or that left tackle. And we're going to dive into that here in a few weeks. But right now, we just kind of want to get your guys' opinion, and then we will come up and we'll let you guys know what we think going forward. Speaking of going forward, Kevin, we are going forward to the Arizona Cardinals, heading down into the desert. Kevin, first impressions, what are you looking forward to and what are you not looking forward to in this game?
Kyler Murray looked good last week. He was 26 of 38, 263 yards, 2 TDs, 9 rushes for 44 yards. Once again, I don't like Zach Ertz. He kills us every time we play that guy.
Did he do something personal to you, Kevin?
What?
Did he do something personal to you?
Yes,
yes, he has.
He keeps catching passes when we need to stop him.
Okay.
So, I just think that he's outstanding tight end. He scares me. AJ Green scares me. Those guys beat us the last game, in my opinion, and we have to shut them down.
Okay, you aren't even talking about number 10 yet.
I'm not even at all.
Well, that's the guy that you got to stop when it comes to the Arizona Cardinals. If you don't stop Hopkins, then the rest is.
Well, is he even playing this week?
From everything that I'm reading, he will be out there a go. And you know who will not be a go this weekend for the Seattle Seahawks? One Ryan Neal. But that really concerns me. COVID protocol. But we'll get into that more when we flip to the defensive side of the ball. All right, Kevin. So let's get started. Let's talk about our Hawks and what we've got going on there. Who's going to be your pick to click or X factor coming up in this game on Sunday?
I'm going to take one. I've been tossing back and forth. I'm going to stay on the train. I think I didn't really want to. I was going to take DK, but I think I'm going to take Rashad Penny. I picked him 3 times. Every time he's got over 100 yards. So we have to have 100 yards out of a running back. So I have to stay on the Rashad train. So Rashad Penny. Arizona's defense is ranked number 11th. Their run defense, they usually allow 129 yards on the average at home. So hopefully we can get some yardage out of them.
So Kevin is riding that train. You think that this could be his contract game. If he comes out and slays the Arizona Cardinals this week, it could be his contract game. Absolutely. Kevin, I'm going to take off my glasses and I'm going to get comfortable because I'm going to tell you guys who my pick to click is this week. It's going to be one Russell Wilson. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I do not want Russell to be traded from the Seattle Seahawks. Let's make that perfectly clear. And I think that if he's going to prove that he's a $35 million quarterback, that this is the type of game that he comes in and he does it, that he shows out that he is worth every penny of that $35 million. And this season was just an aberration. And he can be the franchise quarterback that the Seattle Seahawks need and have to have going forward. That he makes good decisions with the football, that he's throwing it away instead of taking sacks, that he's able to make sure that he keeps his eye on the check down to make sad decisions. This is the game. There are people coming to get Marcus Golden needs 2 sacks for $1 million. Kevin, I would set the world on fire for $1 million. And having this guy having that incentive and knowing that he's coming across that line at me and we've not been able to stop him, whether it's the left tackle position or the center position, nobody's been able to when they want to put pressure on Russell, that they've been able to do it. Yep. So either Russell steps up and he makes some of those throws like he made to DK last week in the face of pressure. They had an all-out blitz on that one the one touchdown to DK, and Russell just calm, cool, just like the Russell Bowl. And if he comes out and he does that and he says, okay, management, now I need not just a starting left tackle and a center, that I get those two positions and that you guys spend that money on upgrading my offensive line, then I will be happy. Then we can move forward. I don't want to get rid of Russell. I think if anything, I'm anticipating Russell not wanting the Seahawks, and that's why I've been down on him lately. That being said, that is my pick to click offensive player of the week. I think Russell has got to have a huge game if we're going to have any chance to win this ball game.
One of the things I did notice from the last week's game against the Lions is he threw the ball away several times.
Yes.
When he had to. So I thought he did a better job. He only took 2 sacks and he threw the ball away, even though sometimes I thought there was a couple players open, but he threw it away. And
We're not talking about that, Kevin.
What's that?
We're not talking about the negatives.
I know, but I'm just saying that he did better and threw it away last week.
All right, Kevin, now we're going to flip to the defense side of the ball. And my goodness gracious, we have got to pick gingerly because it seems like either one of us is picking somebody and that next day they end up on the COVID list. Man, my guy last week ended up on the COVID list, and I'm pretty sure he's still there.
Yep.
So, yeah, going into this game, Kevin, who do you have as your pick to click on defense this week?
Well, my pick to click on defense is one Jordan Brooks. And there is one reason why.
Bring it.
His name is Zach, and Jordan has to shut him down.
Little no Zach Ertz action. So yeah, that's why Kevin is all over him. Well, Kevin, my pick to click this week is going to be Cody Barton. And I'm telling you why. I think that he's got to come in and he's going to have to command the Mike linebacker spot. He's going to have to come in and stop that running game, because if you shut down that running game and make Kyler Murray make passes, he has been known to turn the ball over a little bit.
Yep.
And that may be the key. But if Cody Barton is filling those running lanes and he is stopping those runs before they can get started, I think that Seattle has a great chance at being competitive in this game.
Yes.
Kevin and I we're not talking up until this started because I'm choosing to do something here in a couple minutes that is going. I know, like he's not even listening to me. So anyway, Kevin, mine is Cody Barton. Kevin, do you have any final words on this game?
I think it's going to be a close game. It usually always is between Seattle and Arizona. I think it's going to be just an outstanding game, and I think we have to shut Kyler down. We have to shut the run game down. Absolutely. Kyler cannot get out of the pocket. He has to stay put. So the 2 linebackers positions are key in this game. And so I think we both took the right choices from that. So.
All right, Kevin. So what do you think that score is going to be on Sunday?
I'm going Seattle 31, Arizona 27. I think Russell is going to shut them down and win this game. It will be probably on one of the last run drives in the game. Either the defense is going to step up or the offense is going to step up, and we're going to win 31-27.
Kevin has got a lot of faith
all year,
in your
baby.
Seattle Seahawks.
Lifelong fan. I can't ever root or even predict that the Seahawks are going to lose because it goes against everything I believe in. So,
well, Kevin, I'm choosing to be objective, and I think that Seattle is going to give them everything they want, but the Arizona Cardinals will pull this game out in the end. That's why we're making predictions, and I think that it's going to be 27-23. The Arizona Cardinals win this game and to head off into the playoffs and lose the first round.
Well, we used to be friends, Dave.
I know. So next week, Kevin will have a new co-host with him. And so, Kevin, you got 2 words for him. What are they?
Go Hawks.